Hi folks, welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. Making this video here to provide some examples here of algebra with inequality symbols. So we've got these three examples. We're going to start with this one. And solving inequalities is pretty darn close to the same as just solving equations that have just a standard equals. One big difference is this though. If you multiply or divide an equation by a negative number, it reverses the inequality direction. So I've got a separate video on why that is. I'm going to just assume you've watched that and move forward. So that's very important because you can't multiply or divide an equation by something if you don't know its sign. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and start working on solving this one. So very similar to, if this were just a standard equal sign, we'd probably start by adding 2 to the right. Next line is going to read 8x greater than or equal to 16. Divide both sides by 8, and we know that it's positive 8, so it's not going to do anything to the sign. And we're going to have x greater than or equal to 16/8. So that's going to be x greater than or equal to 2. I think the directions I'm looking at in the book here say to also graph your solution. So here's 2. Close circle on 2 because of the equality. Arrow to the right. That's pretty well it for that one. Let's take a look at the next one here. So this animal. All right. First of all, you notice it's got fractions in it. And I think what I would do is get rid of the fractions. One way to do that, you'll notice that if I multiplied everything by 12, here the 12 would be gone, this would become a 24, and 12 over 6 is 2. So multiplying everything by 12, the entire equation here, will clear the fractions for me. We don't need to worry about the sign or the direction of this because that's plus 12. That's not going to affect the direction of the inequality. So 12 over 6 is 2 times 4x minus 3 plus 12 times 2 is 24, and then greater than or equal to, and here the 12s are going to cancel and we'll just be left with 2x minus 1. All right, now like any other equation here, we want to get x on one side, everything else on the other. Why don't we go ahead and distribute this? So that's going to be 8x minus 6 plus 24 greater than or equal to 2x minus 1. And then we might subtract 2x from both sides. So that's going to be 6x minus 6 plus 24 greater than or equal to minus 1. And now we're going to add 6 to both sides. So 6x plus 24 greater than or equal to 5. Now we'll subtract 24 from both sides, so 6x greater than or equal to negative 19. And then divide everything by 6, and we're going to have x greater than or equal to negative 19 over 6. Take me a moment here. I'm just want to compare that to what I've got over here before I move on. Okay, so I'm going to assume I did everything right and just go with it here. So sketching it on a number line, here's negative 19 over 6. This says greater than, so circle closed because of the equality, arrow to the right. All right, let's take a look at this one. Let's see, probably the best thing to do is start distributing everything. This one's going to be a 3x minus 24. That's going to be minus 20 plus 2x greater than, and let's distribute here, 5x minus 5. Now these are like terms, they can be added. 5x, and let's go ahead and add these as well. That adds to minus 44 greater than 5x minus 5. We can subtract 5x from both sides, And you'll notice now we've got negative 44 greater than negative 5. That's a curious looking statement. Now, negative 44 is not greater than negative 5. I mean, if you looked at them on a number line, you know, like here's maybe 0, negative 5 is here, negative 44 is way to the left. Okay, so negative 5 is in fact greater than negative 44. So we have a statement that's false. So we're just going to put NS here for no solution to this. And I want to keep this video short here, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope that this video helps demonstrate how to solve inequalities. Again, just basically pretend like they're equal signs. Just keep in mind that if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you have to reverse the inequality direction. Hope that this helps. Have a great day.